Hello, Terry. Yeah, you're rocking it. You are the first quite often. Hold on. Just fixing everything up over here. Good morning, Mongkong. All right, let's flip it over. How are you all today? It is Thursday, December 8th. The market is rebounding a little bit. Hold on, let me just getting my mice confused over here. And what's cool is the new software. I can see the chat right there as opposed to having to flip it over there. All right, so let's just get this one thing closed. All right, cool. So here we are. Let's stretch this a little bit bigger for you guys. All right, so SPY today said, hey, if we can break out up above 396.20, a nice little trade there. Yep, 397.36 was where we went. We had a nice run up and then pull back. We were hitting that 200 exponential moving average. That's what I was looking at earlier pre-market. Wanted to make sure that we could break out above that. And for NASDAQ as well, NASDAQ up above 282.80. Yep, a nice $1.60 right there. If you guys have any stocks you want me to look at, once I get through the list, once I get through crypto, put it in the chat and we'll make sure to go over it. A reminder that if you like my stuff and you're watching another video and it is not live and you see an advertisement, just let that ad run for 30 seconds. That's the best way to say, thank you, Jane. Even better, click on it. And then just come right back to the video, because then the advertisers will pay me to produce all these awesome videos for you. All right, just a reminder. And every morning live at 8:15, I do create this watch list. And if you want to learn more about the dark pools, come on over to the dark pools and join us in the training pit. All right, so Russell today, Russell found a bit of a bottom yesterday. We are bouncing and we're testing the 8 EMA on most of these, 8 EMA, 15 EMA right here on the 24-hour chart over here as well, and on the Russell as well today, right? So we are simply in retracement mode, potentially selling again mode, right? It does look like a bit of a reversal. We have lower volume as we're moving up here. People don't trust this price action, in my opinion, right? And a reminder that I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion. Now, I have done some technical analyst studies for my chartered market technician. So pretty good information coming this way, right? All right, let's look at our favorites. We got the big guns with Apple, right? Everybody loves Apple. And it came right up to that 200 exponential moving average and rolled over. So we did have a rebound day, retracement day. Those are harder to profit, especially in options, because as you're going long after a big down day the day before, the premium does decrease as you're going up. So it's kind of hard because the VXX put is also the fear indicator. So that will put in volatility into the pricing of options. So we came up, moving down again, really watching to see if we can close below 140 on a daily. We have not been below there since over here in the beginning of November, and look at what happened. We had a bigger drop. Now, if we go down below 140 and we drop below 138, we're probably going to be in for quite a ride on the indexes and on the SPY and on the NASDAQ. All right, let's look at Microsoft today. Bigger rebound. Let's just map it out up here a little bit. We have a resistance level right here. So in my opinion, I would not be interested in Apple until it could break really up above 248.50 right there with some volume strength to it. Right now, we did hit that 33 exponential moving average. Gotta love it. It just performs all the time, especially on the daily, the 15, the 45 minute, the 3 hour, the 9 and the 3-day. All right, let's look at Google. Google is down today. This is looking the weakest out of the majors, right? It's really, besides Tesla, the only one that's really moving to the downside. Amazon as well, moving back to the upside retracement mode. Now Tesla's not looking so pretty. We have had a failed inverted head and shoulders, as I mentioned yesterday, continuing to the downside. I'd watch it if we can break down below 167.50. We could be seeing a bigger correction on Tesla, right? Let's see how far back. Maybe it'll come back down to 155 if we go below 167.50. If that breaches 150, 145, and I would look to see if we could hold support down here at 133. All right, I know you love Tesla. I know, Terry. I know, right? In my opinion, a lot of this move has been with Twitter, right? As they said, oh, the Twitter deal is not going to go through. Look at how it surged higher. And then, the Twitter deal is on, and it came back down. So it looks like, obviously this is in a downward trend, has been for quite a while since it broke the 161 and 200 exponential moving average. And if we drop down below, bigger move. Now, Terry, I don't know if you use the volume profile tool here. Right now, if you were to go short, I would use 180 as my stop. Right, that 15 EMA. It's a bit extended right now. We do have 3 black crows. So at this point, after today, I just want to get rid of that actually. After today, we might have a bit more of a retracement mode, but if it just continues to melt, it could just get a lot worse before it gets better for those Tesla holders, right? I would like it down in the hundreds, down here. If it could come all the way down to 50, I'll be buying it. If it comes down to 118, 119, I need to see some bigger buying volume to get into it before I would purchase into it. My thoughts on that. All right, let's look at Billy today. Big one on the list. And Billy did continue to move up. Why are my levels not here? Very weird. Anyways, 24.20 was my level to watch in case for a potential long trade. Maybe it's over here. See, that's why I always do it on this one, because sometimes it doesn't show up on the left. So 24.20, we did have a big run just right at open, and then a continued sell-off. It does have that retracement. It was potential move all the way up here, or retracement back down to that 22 level. Let's look at BABA. Lots of action on the Chinese stocks lately. Oh yeah, coming up, testing that trend line, right? We move to the upside. Also FXI. Big Mo, you know what? I don't know what your risk tolerance is. I don't know all of that. In my personal opinion, what I'm personally doing now is not really investing too much in stocks, more in physical silver. That is where I am choosing to put some capital now. Otherwise, cash producing, interest protected, government insured products. But the market, to me, feels like it might be heading more to the downside. So that, in my personal opinion, is what I'm doing. And you can take with it what you'd like. We'll look at silver, and I will show you why. And I'll also, oh, yeah, I got rid of the tab earlier. Hold on. Let me grab it down here, because I do have this article, which is very interesting. It explains really the big debt issue, right? This is the really big thing. The dollar debt in FX swaps and forwards, huge missing growth. Okay, why is this so big? Because the Global Bank of International Settlements is saying that there's 80 trillion outstanding of, here we go, 85 trillion outstanding. So 85 trillion outstanding on positions of foreign exchange swaps with the US dollar, right? The global GDP right now is 96.1 trillion. Okay, so this is even worse because I did it earlier and I was using 80. See, 80 divided by 96. But this is actually saying 85 divided by 96.1. Okay, so 88% of the value of the global GDP is missing. Is that looking good for global currencies? In my opinion, no. In my opinion, there's going to be a big meltdown and mess coming in the market, coming in global economy, coming for the USD, Euro, British pound, yuan, Japanese yen. Likely all these currencies are going to have a big major issue. In metals tend to retain value when there's economic turmoil in the globe. So that's why I personally am looking at metals, right? Day trading, different beast. However, that money in brokerage accounts, is that FDIC insured or is that government insured? Check with your government, check with your broker, check with your bank, see what's covered if there was an economic downward turn, right? You don't want to be stuck in the FTX scenario with your money in the market and you can't get it out. So that's why I'm looking at those tools and instruments. All right, that was a long-winded answer to what to do with the 300. So we'll get there. Let me just go through the list and we'll get there. So we already did Apple and Amazon. Let's look at Vale. So Vale is a metal-based company. This is steel, and steel has been doing very well. Let's look at it on the daily chart. It is in a slow upward trend. We did have upward movement right here, a bit of a flag created. We were not able to break out and hold up above it. I really wanted anyone that traded this to long side to be protected and only go in above 1680 right there, which is why I said 1680 and we got 5 cents short, and sure enough they sold it off down below. All right, we already talked about Tesla. Let's look at Shopify today. So Shopify had a bigger move down. This is the 33 exponential moving average. I don't make this stuff up. It works. Came down, touched it, 36.56, and it bounced, right? We're in sort of a wedge of moving averages. We have moving averages here and moving averages here. Which way is it going to go? We're creating that tension in the price action for a big volatile move. So look for that big volatile move to come. Try not to get caught in the churn one way or the other. We could have a bigger move down. However, there was quite an amount of buying this morning off of this dip. So it would need to go below 37.20 with a lot of volume, in my opinion, for that to continue to the downside. Or really clear up above 39.20, even better, back up above this trend line on the 24-hour, which is also the 4 and 8 EMA. All right, GameStop today. GameStop had earnings, had lower price action earlier this morning, and we can see it did break out nicely right at open, squeezed some shorts. We overtook yesterday's candlestick. However, we are in a downward trend, hitting those moving averages, and there is a bit of resistance up here, 24.50. If we break above 24.50, I would look for 25 tests over here and then potential rollover from there. Okay, NEP, New Energy Partners, had a major drawdown this morning and a rebound up above 74.80. Look at how it held as support after it broke out this morning. Love to see that, and continued back to that 33 EMA. All right, XLE with oil today. Wow, look at that. You see, these levels are just amazing. Look at how it tested it, but it didn't go higher. That's why I don't want people to get caught, right? You could trade it from here, but we had these moving averages in the way. So wait for the higher probability trade. Hello, Troy. Hello. All right, let's go look at the dollar. So here's the dollar. I did mention everything going on with the dollar debt. We are moving to the downward side today. What happens to commodities when the dollar drops? Here we go. Silver up, gold up, oil up, right? So we've had a bigger move in the dollar, screaming higher with the Fed, first of all the way back from 2020, right? Let's do it on a weekly chart, even better, right? So 2020, back here, no, sorry, March of 2020, it dropped down. Then all of a sudden, major buying, it moved up, continued an extreme rate of growth here. So this in itself is not sustainable. We have seen quite a bit of drawdown here. In my opinion, we're likely going to be heading back down to that 100, almost 1-to-1 with the other currencies that it's pegged against. So I'm anticipating to see this drop down, and as a result, also see silver continue. Now, there are multiple reasons why silver is due to move to the upside fairly well, and that would be because it has been one of the most heavily manipulated metals, which was proven by the FBI with all of the market manipulation done by Bear Stearns, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, that they came out and they said, yes, okay, yes, we were manipulating it. Yes, we were. We also have Basel IV coming out in January, Basel IV, January 1st of 2023. Part of the reason why we're seeing gold move to the upside, because banks are buying physical gold. They have to back their deposits with physical gold. And so it has really moved to the upside, especially in the past couple of weeks. And in my opinion, I think we're going to see silver, gold continue to rise into the end of the year. Oil as well today. So we are hitting the 200 exponential moving average on oil on the weekly chart. With our oil numbers yesterday, we did have a larger drawdown than anticipated. So it is interesting to me that even though we're having a bit of a bounce, that overall our weekly numbers are dropping this week because we did see larger drawdown than expected. Let's go here to Forex Factory. I'll point that out. Go back right here and boom, oil inventories right here. So logic, which the market is illogical, right? We had larger drawdowns the past 2 weeks, and yet oil dropped, right? It rose last week and dropped this week. So what's going on? Could be part of BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China. Russia is making deals for people to buy their oil with gold. Turkey is also dealing with that. China, Saudi Arabia are making deals over energy as well. All right, MDB, you want to check that out, Troy? If you guys have anything else, did that answer your question, Big Mo 5562? So MDB is moving to the upside fairly nicely, right? Yeah, we did talk about this. Moving up and testing it. Let's put this on over here. We are above that point of control, Troy. So I'd keep watch. It has had a nice move. We're testing that resistance right there. So if it breaks above, watch for 198. However, we are testing that over here, 194. We came up, look at that, 194.38. It's so cool how these points of control really come back and will give you great targets, right? Any other questions? Do you guys have anything else? Let's look at crypto quick. And let's see. So I've got silver right there. Let's sort it based on change. XLM is pulling down, dollar's down, Doge is down, Algo is down, IOTA. Let's look at Bitcoin. Everybody loves Bitcoin. Not me, I don't like it, but it's my personal opinion, right? So on the Bitcoin, the weekly chart, we are just riding down those moving averages. It extends away, it bounces up, it extends away, it bounces up, it extends away, and it bounces up. Are we going to see a further sell-off here? If there's more potential news coming out, FTX, Twitter, all of that, it might create a bigger move on Bitcoin. We have seen that it's in this sort of consolidation, right? We've seen, hey, we've got this consolidation happening right over here. And where are we going to go? Are we going to break out up above, or are we going to pull back down, right? We could tighten it up even more so on the daily over here, right? You could tighten it to right there. Where do we go from here? Confirmed close above or confirmed close below, likely our directional move that we will see. Right now we're in the box. Don't trade in the box. It's like no stopping in the box in New York City. You're not allowed, right? Wait until you have the higher probability trade. We are above the point of control right now. However, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to continue like that. They could be moving this price action, right? We have this little box here, the bigger box here. All right, anything else you all want to check out? Otherwise, I'm going to head to the gym. I got to get this body bikini ready for vacations in 23. All right, thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. A reminder, if you do like my live streams, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. If you'd like to join me every morning for my watch list, please come as a member on YouTube. And if you'd like to be really chill and just watch 30 seconds of an ad at the beginning of a video, that will also pay me as well, directly from the advertiser. So give some love to your YouTube producers out there and just watch a 30-second video. That's all it takes, and you're giving them some love. All right,